So how are we going to help improve your business? Okay. So first thing you do is you submit your form. We'll review it, make sure you aren't banned or anything like that. We'll figure out what your cost will be and email you a quote and a payment link. You either say, okay, sounds good or not. And you'll start your subscription payments with $1,400. We'll talk more about billing in the next video. We'll email you a contract and an invoice. You'll sign the contract, send us a check for the balance, and FedEx that or UPS that back to us. When we receive the contract and the check, we will start work. What happens? What are we going to do? Week 1, send you a list of things that we'll be needing. You'll give us access to your Google Analytics and some of the back-end things with your site, along with the other things you're doing. The first few weeks of the program is all about figuring out where you are. We'll be looking into your Webmaster Tools, looking at your social accounts, and making a big list of ways that things can be improved. Week 2, we continue figuring out where you are now. One thing is many people don't realize is Google works on signals. In other words, if your site needs 1,000 changes, then we don't want to make 1,000 changes within the first week. We want to do the most glaring things first and then work from there. We'll be speaking with you on the phone in the second week for a few hours and figure out exactly. We want you to make goals. Goals help us to determine if we're doing well or not. We'll also be emailing you some reports during this week and call and explain each report to you. We'll begin our work on feeds that you have. Getting those tweaked and working feeds are really, really important. Also, this week we start working on advertising. One thing you'll want to do with our program, must do, is advertise. We'll figure out your advertising budget and then begin tweaking, tuning any advertising that you're running. One thing I really like about advertising is it lets you figure out what your money keywords are. Those are keywords that consistently, when people come to your site, you get sales. Also, with your analytics, we want to make sure that you are tracking your e-commerce. It's one of the big goals. That's without knowing those numbers, you're playing baseball without a glove. Also, during week 2, we'll figure out about your competitors, figure out what they're doing well, what they're doing poorly, and then work on capitalizing on those. Also, during this week 2, you will get a calendar and a plan of action where we outline everything that we'll be doing for you in the coming months. Of course, that plan of action will be tweaked. Also, this begins some of our ongoing processes, things we do from now to the end of your program. Every Monday you get a report. It'll talk about traffic, conversions. It's really easy to read, but it gives us kind of like a report card. You'll be getting one of those every week while we're doing your program. So week 3, we start working on a content plan. What we want to do is outline a plan for you of things you're going to talk about on your blog and social media from now through 6 or 12 months. Sometimes this can be hard. Sometimes it can be difficult. If you don't have a blog, which you should have, then we'll work on helping you to make one. 2 things you want to make sure you have a web guy and a writer. If you don't have either of those, we can help you with them. We can help you train folks. But we're going to be doing a lot of content to put on your site. We're also going to be doing a lot of or some tweaks where you'll need a good web person to do that. So again, ongoing from this week forward, we'll post on your blog and your post on social media. What we want to do, have going on by the time the end of the program, is we want 4 or 5 blog posts a week, as well as social media posts. Of course, if you have no blog, we start slow, 1 or 2 posts a week, and then move forward from there. Week 4, we review social media. We have a list in the billing section. Social media is very, very important. Every business is unique, so what we want to figure out is which of these work well for you and which don't. The ones that work well, that bring you good converting traffic, you of course want to focus on those and build those up. Things that don't work, you don't use. It's pretty simple. Part of the process is we help you figure that out. Week 5, we review the advertising. We start finding your money keywords. We take those money keywords and work on implementing strategies for organic traffic, non-paid traffic for those keywords. Then ongoing every 2 weeks from week 5 on, we tweak and tune the money keywords. Month 3, many businesses for some reason fail this. It's hard to get a new customer. It is easy to sell to a customer you've already sold to. So this month we work on retaining customers and building a network. Month 4, conversions and testing. We'll teach you how to test, and we work on making the traffic that you're already getting easier to buy. We have some folks that are much more well versed in this than me, and we'll be contacting them to help us out. Month 5, we start training your staff on how to do the things we do. We come to your business, whereas as long as it's not like Antarctica or something, and it's up to you. If you don't want us to just travel to your business, we can do it on Skype or Google Plus. But we spend 2 or 3 days. First, we talk to you about how the business is doing, how it's moving forward, how things need to be changed, and then we spend a couple of days training your staff on how to do it. Month 6, we watch your staff do it, tweak, tune, etc., and then that's it. So, as always, if you have questions, email them to us. Now let's talk a little bit about payments.